My name's Gilbert and I'm the Operations Manager for Trees for Life at Dundreggan. Trees for Life is a small, becoming medium-sized charity with about 30 employees working in the Highlands. We have two bases, one at Dundreggan here and one at Findhorn. And we have a vision for a large native forest in the uplands of Scotland, in the Highlands of Scotland. So we're all about rewilding the Highlands is our strapline. We cater for volunteers coming on week-long holidays effectively to work with us on those sorts of projects, planting trees, helping with other estate management, and also working in the tree nursery that we have. So we have a tree nursery here as well, which is quite a big sort of draw on people's time and energy. I've been here for 6 years, and when I arrived we were struggling to fill places in quite a few of our weeks. There's 10 people in on each week. There was quite often we were running at half the capacity. Now we are fully booked well in advance, so we're breaking every year. We break the record for how quickly we book up. So for the whole year, we're now fully booked, as I understand. So the demand is increasing. What people get out of it, they love the idea of coming together as a community to stay together and cook together. And they come here and they've already have a shared passion for the environment and doing something about it. So they get a real kick out of doing something positive. And planting trees is one of the greatest, positive things you can do. We regularly get people who say we've had a life-changing experience coming to Dundreggan, and it's that the appreciation of getting the opportunity and the time and the quietness to connect with nature. So and our guides play a part in that. So they're pointing them at just looking very carefully at bits of wildlife, tree lichens, shapes of trees, the noise of the birds, and just allowing them the time and space to do that. And they come back to us saying, wow, that is just gold dust really. We mostly feed off our website. We've just redesigned it so it's all shiny and new, and has been very successful in attracting our clientele, so we're happy about that. We don't do a lot of external advertising beyond that. We've got Facebook and Twitter and all the usual things, and what we do on them is talk about our work, so we're sort of showing what people are doing, our volunteers are doing when they're here, so that engages with people and they, I might want to do that. But we also share stories that we think our audience want to hear about. So lots of things around climate change and positive things happening around the world in terms of tree planting. Also negative things about how disastrous it's all getting and we need to do something about it. I think one of the key things is to educate yourself around what's happening in the local landscape around you, and and the opportunities there are to send people to places where they can get a good walk, or where they'll see particular wildlife. You need your antennae out to say, there's things that people can go and see in particular places in my local patch, and it's more than just the landscape. It's what's happening in the landscape, and we got a lot of people who are very interested in the sort of historical aspect as well. So talking about it's the evolution of the landscape and doing something positive about the environmental crisis. Everybody hears about the biodiversity crisis, climate crisis, but coming here and actually feeling like they're doing something about it is a really important aspect. So that'd be the other thing, I guess, would be to find opportunities for people to help practically in your local environment. Obviously, carbon trading is something that will come into the future very much more so. So people travelling to a country like Scotland as a visitor or tourist, that could be something that would be in their minds, that they need to put something back into the country that they're visiting. We now have a community engagement person which has been paid for by local wind farm trust. So she is now reaching out to local communities and bringing them here, having events, creating a buzz about the place, and starting to try and coalesce a sort of destination around Dundreggan. The more connections we make with local businesses, bed and breakfast, there's plenty of that around, and other people, the more, there's a sense of us as being part of that community, and then the good feelings that that people get from working with us, and some of the good news stories that we promote, feeling like it's owned by the whole of the community rather than just Trees for Life. It's about Glen Morrison and good things happening in Glen Morrison, which I guess would help to spread that message and to help make further connections.